Welcome. Please come into your expression of Sukhasana, the seated pose of meditation, supporting your spine, your nervous system, and your breath. So some people like to sit with their heels underneath them or putting something underneath your seat or your knees. The word sweet is in the name, so finding a way to sit that takes care so that you can relax and come into a state of quiet awareness. Coming into your body sensations, noticing that yourself merging with the world, where you touch the earth, coming inward, sensing breathing, not needing to change anything in this initial moment of settling. We always have this space we can come into internal awareness, groundedness, and breath. Now find your axial extension. So that is the one direction of their spine which is tall. So making a little bit of effort to reach your head up towards the sky, to let your shoulders rest on your ribs, to place your hands where your shoulders are relaxed. So we all have our different proportions. Please lovingly take care of your body with your choices. Bringing a little tone into your low belly, let the next exhale bring a natural tone and strength and groundedness down there. And keep that a little bit still as you breathe in above it. Rib cage, all directions. Exhale, centered and downward. Finishing at the navel. 3 more times, breathing in. Nose, little sound. Also nose exhale. Feel strong in your navel as you exhale. Twice more. Gently lengthening your breathing. Last one. Inhale as you're ready. Small amount at a time. Gently float up to a fullness that is not straining. And slow down your exhalation. Feel that down and centered energy, navel center. And open up your eyes. Blink them a few times. Bring your arms up into the air and have free movement with your hands and wrists. Feel that energy of stretching and reaching. One more breath in, spread your fingers, reach, inhale energy. Bring your hands together and down the center line. Hooking your thumbs into your sternum a little bit, in and up. Inhale deeply for the Om. Om. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your arms down as you sit tall and turn your spine. Let your eyes find Parsvajushi, the side gazing towards the back. Nothing is forced or strained. Breathe deeply again. So there's a little groundedness in the belly, but not so much that it impedes your movement. We can turn this into a side bend, taking your hand from behind you. Come up and over into a side stretch, keeping the opposite knee. Gazing down towards the floor near your left knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up with a bit of slowness. Release your hand and up and over into side bend the other way. So we bring together the movements of the poses, the steadiness of breathing and gazing, helping us come into the now. One more time, breathe out with just the right amount. And then with an inhale, coming up to center, sitting tall. Exhale, relax. Second side, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, twist and float down. Add the head and eye turning. 1. Ujjayi pranayama. So we have breathing practice as a separate practice that we can do at the same time. A separate limb of yoga. Combined with asanas, the poses. Breathe out. Keep the knee catch. Come up and over into side bend. Turn and gaze down near your right knee for 1, 2, 5. Creating a little strength with a slow release and into that hand down side stretch when you're ready. Feel the right amount. 1. I think I kept my gaze neutral on the other side, just forward facing. What you did on the other side, something similar. 4, 5. There's a chance to feel complete with each shape. And then to inhale, coming up. Back bending, hard lift pose. Slide your hands back with your fingers towards the front or the sides a bit, just a comfortable spin. Release your feet to the earth, sitting up tall, lift your chest, gaze down your nose. You might be ready to lift your hips off the ground, just having that sense of you could do that. You can think about that here. One more time, that thought of lifting, pressing the hands and feet. Malasana, release the back bend into a forward shape slowly. Lean forward over your legs. You could stay like that today, or bring the feet in closer to the body and a little wide with the knees to hug the shins and move forward. Switch the arms to the outside if you like. Calm energy. Meditation in motion. Exhale again. Take some time with the release. Coming around to the tabletop position, using your hands less if you can, or just keeping them out as you work your way into that. And if you need a little touch, just try to not rely too much on the hand strength. Knees under the hips, feet grounded. Spread your hands upon the earth. So we really get to use the cleverness of our hands in yoga. This helps keep them strong and open. The weight of the body is up in the belly. Take a moment to draw your navel lightly towards your spine, to add a little down pressing in the hands. So this is an intentional position. It is a little plank pose. 1, 2. So your back would get tired pretty quickly if you didn't add that tone across the front hip points. 4, 5. tiger pose. So feeling free to reset your hands as needed. This one has us pull the elbows in, spin the hands out, and dip down. That's the arms. The right leg reaching back, not thrown back, but reach it back, a little back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee and your nose towards your center and hug your elbows in. 4 more times. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, pull into the center. One more time. Reach it up. Extend, right, curl, palm, center. Reset your hands. Other side. Point your toes, reach back. Nice length in the low back. Inhale, and then exhale. Pull to the center. Slow 4 more times on your own. Feeling the mouth, keeping the jaw relaxed as you breathe. And center. Toes tuck for puppy. Tuck the toes. Sit back slowly. Feeling free to reset where your knees are. Stop at any point. Listen to the feet and the lower body. And when side is set, slide your hands forward with the elbows lifted. Bring your head down, broad shoulders and broad chest, long spine. Head can rest on the floor. Rounding that space between the eyebrows. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, cow spine. So tabletop, release feet, bring your heart and face a bit forward. Exhale, cat spine. Start with your tail, curl it under, mid back towards the sky, chin down. 4 more of those, a slow spinal movement. Really internal with your awareness. Treating the joints of the spine as individuals. In honor of one of my favorite fellow teachers and Padma Shri, who is one of my anatomy teachers. Slow cat and cow. One more time each way. Really take a little time. Breathe freely. Gradually extend your spine. It's not a big movement. And then we have more room in our flexion, in that curl and release. Sit back into your child's pose of choice. Rest your arms coming off the hands and arms for a moment. Slow breathing. One more time. Exhale completely. Bear pose. Ready hands. Ready tummy. Tuck your toes, lift your knees 2 inches. 1. Use your whole body, use your legs. Use your shoulders. 3. This one strengthens your whole body. 4. 5. Press your hands, straighten your legs, downward facing dog. Give yourself a moment for refinements, hands and feet, foundational. Bring your head down, wrap your shoulders towards your heart. Strong uplift in the low belly. What can you soften? Big waves of breath. One more time. Long exhale, weight back into the legs. With an uplift in your belly, walk your feet to your hands as far as they will go. Hike it up. Release your heels down. Let your knees bend and stand with the power of your legs. Reach up your arms, spread your feet, and bring your arms down into your sides. Mountain pose, long spine. Compose yourself for 5. Spread feet, arrive. Full of the sensations generated by the practice. And then adding a little something new today, a little earthing practice called heel drops. So we'll do a little rise up to the balls of the feet and then bring your heels down. Just play with that a few times. Let them drop a little bit. Don't slam them down, but just let them be a little heavy. Let that vibration bounce through your body. Twice more. Heel drops. Feel that energy. A moment to be grounded. From the top section of your mat, sun gratitude. With feeling, inhale, upward reach. Exhale, downward reach. Arise and gaze, lengthen, axial extension. Exhale, go back to plank pose for 5 breaths. Calmly hold the earth away. Firm your thighs. Exhale again. Bring your knees down where they are and untuck your toes. Upward dog. Lift your rib cage. Guide your pelvis forward. Stop at any point and gaze down. Really feel that front body stretch. Go from the knees back to downward facing dog for 1. Here to focus on the low legs, you can lift your toes a bit. Firm your thighs. And relax your toes down. Breathe out once more. Come to half lifting pose. You can wait to breathe in until you get closer and then inhale or do it again. Exhale, slowly fold towards your legs. Range of motion, tuck your chin. Inhale, press your feet, lead with the top of your head and stand up with feeling, reach. And exhale, come back into the sides, setting your shoulders. Deep breath. Again, breathing in, reaching up, reaching down, breathing out. Horizon, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Think about like a bulldog with a broad chest and a broad back. Upward facing dog from the knees or flipping the feet, guiding the pelvis forward with the knees lifted. If you practice that way, knees can come down for this transition to downward dog or not. Balance your effort with ease. Breathe deeply in your downward dog. Or breathing out one more time. Exhale. Bend your knees deeply to come out of down dog this time, looking forward, and then straighten your legs, step to your hands, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand, process. Exhale, stand tall, releasing your arms, mountain. Utkatasana, hip distance feet, but hips down and back. It's like that skiing tuck. So your spine is long. An imaginary ski poles. Moving the hands to the pelvis, gently down and back. Knees back as well. With an inhale, press your legs straight. And with an exhale, fold over your fingers into Uttanasana, extended pose. Bringing your fingers under your toes. You can just start small, playing with that just a little bit. So we have the feet pressing on the hands just a little bit to hold them there, and the hands are trying to pull out, but they're not leaving. Elbows go a little wide. Remember, causing no harm. Pada Hastasana, foot hand pose. You can bend your knees. One more time, breathe out. Back into Utkatasana, sorry. Pelvis hold, bend knees into that chair, long spine. 2, 3, challenge yourself a little with the lowness. 4, 5, with an inhale, press your feet, straighten your legs, come up, and release. Into the crescent lunge, stepping back, left leg first. Concentration, big step, come to the ball of your foot, and then bend your front knee. Lower the back knee towards the floor, and maybe bring your arms up alongside your ears. 1, 2, 3. So spreading your foot all the way, connects to your knee, connects to your hip. Bring your arms down, out to the sides, turn towards the front knee side, twist slowly, and then twist slowly the other way. Bring yourself back to center, bring up your arms, and kick it out, come forward, exhale, mountain. Other side, crescent lunge. 5 breath hold, steady. The front knee over the ankle, the root of the front big toe, grounded. Arms down like a T, and then the kind of closed belly twist towards your front leg side. The open belly twist. Feel how your spine has more room on this direction. Back to center. Reach up. Kick it out. Exhale. Heel drop. Rise to the balls of the feet. And bring down your heels. Let it bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5. Warrior A. Right leg back first. Forward facing 1. So like the crescent, the knee over the ankle, but the heel is angled in on the back leg. So there's a different foundation. It's a bit more grounded. Bring your hands together. Let them travel upward. Elbows bend, rest your skull into your wrists. Little headstand arms, this tripod of this triangle of the elbows and hands. Warrior B, release the arms. The legs transition to a side face with the pelvis, and then the front knee check. Bring out your arms, add the head turn. Settle down into that midline drop. Reverse warrior, lean back, gaze down. Bend the elbows if you'd like to. Rest your hands behind you. Spread your feet one more way. Extended side angle. Legs stay the same. Maybe the back foot comes in a bit closer for this lean and reach. Let your eyes do a little upstretch towards your reaching fingers. 4, 5. Coming up, breathe in. Come to the top of your mat for the other side, dancing through the warriors. Left leg back, A. I try to say where we're going so that you have a chance to go there on your own. If you get familiar with the poses, there can be this efficiency of going into the shape and see where it is today. Let's let A feel complete. Release your arms, moving into B. It's a pretty big transition. Stretch it out to the side and now the head turn. We're promoting balance, giving it energy, but just enough to animate the shape. Reverse, keep the legs, go back, gaze down. Opening up the front of your body a bit, patient. Tends to be kind of closed. Utthita Parsva, extended side angle, work that back foot in a little closer. Give yourself room to lean out and reach. The fingers gather together. Eyes reach. There's some awareness, so you're not gazing there, but you sense your belly center in this pose. Everything comes back to there. Exhale again. Inhale, come up and out, and breathe freely as you come to the top section of your mat. Side facing, go to the right, deep into the knees, step to wide parallel feet, and then turning out into Utthita Konasana, fierce angle pose. So challenge your balance a bit, but not so much that you're going to fall back. Bend your knees, think right down the midline with a tall spine. The traditional arms here are the elbows out to the sides, fingers dance. 1, bringing it all together, not letting your knees collapse inward, working with that tightness of the inseams, and we'll do a couple sets. Breathe out once more. Press your feet, squeeze your glutes, come up, release your arms. Come back in, track your knees towards your toes. Tall spine, restful shoulders. Bringing the right arm underneath the left, palms up. Fingers towards the sky, you can wrap it up or do the shoulder hug. Listen to your body and honor what it says. Make the most of the poses by challenging yourself a little bit. Coming up, open the arms, a little star. And then the second side, last one, last of these squats, the other way with the arms. 1. Sensing the knees, sensing the big toes. Stretching the inseams, there's the word, of the legs. And then with strength coming up and out. Release your heels to the sides. Open up your arms, breathe in. Gratitude for our radiant star. Breathe in again. Breathe out, bring down your arms. Wide parallel feet. Gaze down. Inhale. Exhale, tilt forward. Knees may bend. Slide your hands out to your big toes or your ankles. Navel up, shoulders up. Long spine. In this variation, the arms help us lengthen the spine, the head towards the floor. Uddiyana Bandha, uplifting the navel, stretch at the other end. One more time. Strong belly, breathe out. A half lift, breathe in, strong legs. Breathe out, strong belly. Coming all the way up, inhale. And exhale, come back to the front of your mat. Finishing standing practice with a one leg stand. Vriksasana. Tree celebration season always, but it's really special right now. So with our gratitude, we can bring to mind our own favorite tree or just the idea so that our hearts are filled with that gladness and joy. And then shifting your weight, come into a tree of your choice. Do so many ways, just like there are all these trees. We are like the trees, individuals that make up this forest. So find your place. We'll give it a bit of a long hold. If you come out, just try again or re-express your tree. Find a steady place for your eyes. Scan your body. You want to lift your back rib cage if your arms are up. Try to spread your foot. Let your legs work together. There's a lot of samas in a pose like this. Finding that sameness in spite of the asymmetry. Remember, the practice is about the mind, using the breathing. So whatever you're doing with your arms and legs is less important than that. At some point, you might be on both feet and be happily so. But try to stay until you get a lot of sensation in your standing leg. So you're a little stronger, but you have worked yourself in the shape a bit. And then see about coming out, maybe putting the brakes on, letting go. Come out with some slowness. Feel the sensations, part of our presence in our bodies. We can really listen and let that soak in for a moment. Feel the blood and the energy in your legs. And shift to the other side as you're ready. This is all part of it. With bringing yourself off center. This is beneficial to the brain as well as the muscles and bones. Feel your way into this side. How would you like to express? And as long as you're not causing any harm, your tree can just be your tree. Feel the light come through your branches. We can add a little bit of visualizing the roots filling up with inhale, that idea of deep roots, and the exhales into the branches. That idea of letting the standing leg get a little sensation going, a little challenge to your strength. And also that focus on letting go with some slowness, playing with your balance, returning to Tadasana, giving yourself a moment with a nice aligned posture. Feel all that energy. And finish that with a navel center hold. Really active lower triangle of energies this season. The colors like the sunrise and sunset, the gold and orange and red. We are deeply grounded by our practice. We are full of light, full of energy. Weave your fingers together. Press forward. Bring it up. Feel your rib cage go with your arms. Feel your shoulders go with your arms. A little side stretch to the right. All the way into your range of motion. Back up to center. Other way. Center. Release your hands. Flip your pinkies down. Release. Slide your hands down your legs. Walk your legs back and lower into dolphin pose. So you may bring your knees down first. Get to know yourself. So come to a forearm dog. Press down with your arms. Head between, shoulders up, belly up. Transition to forearm plank pose, lifting your head. Walk your legs back as you lower to parallel to the floor, pulling the elbows and toes towards the midline, pressing down, thighs firm, back of the body is long. Calmly breathe 5 more times. It's fine if your knees need to lower. Try to lower slowly all the way to the ground, releasing your feet, giving yourself a little room to stretch out and turn your head to one side. Rest your heels out, little belly grounding. Feel your front body touch the earth. Just turning your head to the other side, you can switch the stack of your arms, making sure you're not putting pressure at your temples. Eyes can rest. Shalabhasana. Locust pose. So this is an active belly pose. Bring your legs together. Reach your toes, long body. Bring your arms back beside you. Weave your fingers. Reach your hands towards your feet, letting your chest come up a bit. Lift your feet together as well. And you can move back your face back towards the floor. 1. Mindful shoulders. Lengthen the front body, long neck. One more time. Relax, breathe out. Keep your hands. We'll do one more set. Just switch the weave. Move your hands down towards your feet. Lift your legs, lift your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release, relax. Shoulders soft, head to one side. Breathe out. Head the other way. Let go, let go. Flowing through to a seated position. So you could go back to a child's pose for a bit, or do a little bit of an up and down dog to come to seated. So just having a little free expression of that idea. Come and sit, please. And coming into Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart, toes, maybe elevated pelvis. Here, holding the ankles or making a basket around your toes, which feels best. Rock side to side on your sitting bones, finding center so you can have a tall spine. Tuck your chin, shoulders nice and aligned on your back. 5. Lift your chin, inhale. Tilt forward from your sit bones, so from your hip joints. I know that's not the same as your sitting bones, but hip joints, that's what I meant. Forward, slowly, slowly. Elbows can rest on the inner legs. For 1. Remember your heels stay together, but the rest of the feet can come apart. We'll do all 3 of these today. Patient with the inseams and breathing out. 1 more. Coming up, breathe in. This is the rounded spine, the curled spine. So you start with your tail, letting your low back do a little bit of rounding. That is using core strength to create that roundedness. It's intentional. And then continue to round down. Bring your forehead towards your feet. Tuck your chin. Find your range of motion and breathe deeply. 4, 5. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release your legs and bring them out. Seated figure 4. Picking up your left leg, sit tall. Hold behind your ankle and your knee. Moving your hip joint, just exploring. You can bring your leg towards and away and a little bit of side to side. And then rest that ankle above the other knee. You can stay like this. Perhaps you want to bend the bottom knee to bring it in. You can use your arms behind you. So be creative here with the figure 4 as a seated pose. Give it 5 slow cycles of breath for 1. I'm using I can see my feet staying active to help me find just that right amount. Causing no strain. Breathe slowly again. Finding the other side. Take the time, release, center. Pull the other knee, sit up tall. Use your strong arms. Cradle the baby, rocking. The extended leg a little bit activated, and then that towards and away movement, exploring. Hello. How are you today? Seated figure 4. See how it is to just come above the knee with the ankle. Maybe bringing in the legs like we do on our backs. Bringing the legs in a bit closer. Lean back into your arms as a choice. Find your spot on this side for 1. Part of the beauty of the physical practice is that we have something really tangible to rest our awareness on here. Our meditation is really present. We are here in this moment with our bodies, creating the energy of this shape. Let it feel complete. Breathe out. Work your way out of that shape. Seated windshield wipers. So the easy lean back arms, and then knees side to side, sides of the feet. Just try to stay lifted in your chest and shoulders, not collapsing there. And just try to rock through that range of motion. 1 more each side. Release. Lie down, legs straight. So get anything that you need here before you go to your back. Eye coverings, sip of water, that kind of thing to finish. So when you go back with your legs straight, you resist lying down, and it's one way that we are strengthening our whole bodies every time that we practice. You come down with your chin tucked so that your spine can lengthen out at the end. Pull your feet into the bridge. Center your skull, ground your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, grounded, belly tones. Breathe in, lifting up. Slowly lift your hips and your spine. Stay centered on the back of your skull. Grounding the upper back is a nice aspect of bridge pose. Finding that nice alignment of the shoulders, spine, head. Another aspect here is the stretching across the front of the hips, where we tend to go the other way all a lot. So let that area have some openness. Rise up a bit. And then one more area of focus is the pressing of the feet, creating strength. Breathe 5 more times. Calm. Face towards the sky. One more. Bring your spine down slowly from your head to your tail. And relax. Letting the legs move into the lying windshield wiper movement. Used to bring the arms up a little higher for more stability as you go side to side. Explore your hip range of motion both ways several more times. The spine follows. Head can turn away from the legs as they go to one side. One more each way. Center. Finishing with our upside down limbs. Bringing your arms back beside you, just a little bit angled away. Widen your hands, spread your fingers. Walk your feet in close to your body and close together. Breathe out, tone your belly. Breathe in, lift your feet. Maybe it's one at a time. So you don't want to strain your back when you lift your feet off the ground. Stretch them up into the air and bring your arms up as well. Let them go wide. Go slowly with arms and legs. So I want to gently challenge your strength. Hold steady for 5. Last one. Range of motion. Strong, back to center. Arms towards the floor. Go slowly. Let them hover. 2, 3. Anchoring the front of the body with the front ribs coming together and down. 5. Bring the arms back up. Now the legs lower towards the floor, mindful of the low back, not causing any strain. Wait till you feel a little tone in your low belly and hold there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring them back up. One more, the opposites. Right leg, left arm towards the floor. Concentration on keeping the limbs in these positions and finding just the right amount. 2 and 1. Coming back, and then the other side. Lowering the opposite limbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Knees to chest. Rock side to side. Maybe a little bit of happy baby pose, widening the knees. You can bring up the feet. Some free movement here. Low back, hips. Bringing your legs back together. Bring your arms down. Lowering as we came up with the legs close to the body. Lower down. One set of toes can come first if needed to begin. Stretch out your legs. Roll open your arms and pause. Keep it simple. Give yourself a little refinement or covering if you need something. And just let all of that settle into your tissues. The process of letting go. Release the breath control. Jaw relaxed and soft, slightly open. Let your face be soft and quiet, your eyes resting. Shoulders grounding. All effort released from the body. peacefully rest. Be gentle with yourself and patient as you ask yourself for a pause. We can add gratitude in our hearts and our minds. Breath is free. With your central channel aligned, stay really quiet with your body and just moving through the energy centers as a way of bringing awareness. Starting with the root, the, the mula is the word in Sanskrit for the chakra and the energy center, the mula. So the drawing together of the musculature of the pelvic floor, the sitting bones, just gently toning that in and up, connecting with your root energy. It can be an engage and release a few times. And noticing moving up in the body, the bowl of the pelvis, the sacrum, the energy where the spine and legs come together. Letting the hands touch the belly center. All three of those lower energy centers grounding us. Letting in the light with your eyes. Bring one of your hands to the center of your chest. That's heart center energy. Breathing more deeply. Lungs, heart. Open the arms out to the sides. Feel that heart line energy. Hands connect to each other across the heart. Then allow your throat center to be open. Swallow so that it is soft and free. Sensing that place of communication. Part of the bridge between the brain and the heart. Rest your awareness between your eyebrows, the command center, the place where we say, I know. It's also a calming energy point. And stretch your arms up along your ears, bend your elbows so that you're just touching maybe some of the hair or just the warmth of the top of your head. The crown chakra, that energy center. Just let yourself be aware of the roots and the crown and all between. Open up your eyes with some energy. Stretch arms and legs. Wiggle hands and feet. Make a mindful transition back to your seated pose of choice. Inhale for Om. Om. Thank you. So nice to see and practice with you. Thank you for your dedication, your love, your light in the world, your peace.